Yo, Grand Training Systems, welcome back. We have, I don't know, quite possibly the coolest tricep stretch ever. This goes back to my bet with my athlete that I have to do a brücke or a bridge, I think we say in English. But either way, I was doing this stretch and I realized by far the coolest tricep stretch ever. But you have to set yourself up correctly. So, I've got a ball. You definitely don't need a prowler or a sled. You just need something you can get your hands under. At my house, I use my coffee table. So again, you don't need this. You just need a ball and something to grab onto. So first mistake I don't want to see you make is I don't want you lying in a chest press position, because then your hands just go over your head and it's not going to be much of a tricep stretch. What we need you to do is we need you to be more almost like in an incline press position, because we need you at this angle so when my hands go over my head, it's more like that bridge position. So what I'm going to do here, scoot back a little bit, I'm going to look for basically my handles here. Again, I'm not way up, I'm a little bit down. I'm going to reach under, and I can even do it just with one hand if we want here. With one hand, I'm going to try to make sure my wrist is around the bar correctly. And then here, I can even just start playing with this position. Already, I'm tight enough to where I feel it starting to stretch right here. But if I start bringing my elbow in, you might feel a bit of a pinch on your deltoid. That's just because it's a little bit upset and doesn't like the position. But as that starts to release, you can play around with your position. You will start to feel the tricep stretch here. If you don't, just hook the other bad boy on, and then you definitely will. So basically here I can play around with the stretch. I can get my elbows either out, or I can start bringing them in. I can get my hands around. I can even start to try to stretch out a little bit and get my elbows straight. If you feel that pinch in your deltoid, that just means you need to be working on that area also, because as of right now, I feel it in my left, but not in my right. But I also feel it in my right tricep. So that basically just means our fascial lines are not getting along with each other. So we can just kind of hold this stretch for a little while. You can jump off the ball, do a little bit of like foam roll or ball roll on your shoulder if you want, but usually that will basically ease up and kind of go away. So here I am just going into this position. I can even go one deeper. Oh, now I really start feeling the tricep. So basically I'm just using my body to extend myself and really putting that tricep and that insertion end on stretch. And then if I want to even get it more, like I said, I can just start to straighten the arm. But as you see, I'm getting that thoracic rotation, or rotation if you will, or bend, or hyperextension, which brücke, or which the bridge, would be. And I'm also getting that stretch in my tricep. So I can rock back and forth, right to left, but after you've done some of that mobility with the rumble roller that we saw before, this is a fantastic stretch to play around with. Again, I suggest everything for 5 to 10 minutes, or maybe the entire day. No, 5-10 minutes is definitely enough. And do them back to back, because the rumble roll will definitely open it up, and this will allow the deeper stretch. And maybe you too can also soon do the bridge. So again, Machbar GTS in the wonderful training center. Until next week, guys, peace. Grand Training Systems, Facebook, YouTube, over the whole world, wherever you can find us, newsletter, don't forget it. If you need an appointment, contact us. Peace.